The theory of toxic masculinity was once relegated to academic settings, workshops, and feminist symposia. But now that mindset has infected almost every area of our culture, our businesses, our schools, and now, of course, our politics. Well, dismissing and even demonizing the contributions of men throughout our history has become oh so inspiring. Or at least Elizabeth Warren thinks so.
I wanted to give this speech right here, and not because of the arch behind me or the president that this square is named for. Nope. We are not here today because of famous arches or famous men. In fact, we're not here because of men at all. We're here because of some hard-working women.
Well, her comments kind of tossing off involvement of men in our society, it speaks volumes about the direction the Democrats will take if they gain control again. So men who are heterosexual, strong, aggressive competitors are no longer an acceptable part of society. Not really. They're the problem. After all, the professionals have told us so. Last year, the American Psychological Association released guidelines for psychological practice with boys and men that trash traditional masculinity as leading to, quote, aggression and violence as a means to resolve interpersonal conflict, as well as substance abuse, incarceration, and early mortality. Well, of course, for years, Hollywood's been pushing the skinny jeans, crop top, pajama boy version of masculinity on us. We've gotten kind of used to it. And now even time-honored male brands and businesses are trying to make men feel guilty about being men.
Bullying.
The Me Too movement against sexual harassment.
Masculinity.
Is this the best a man can get? Is it? We can't hide from it.
Sexual harassment is taking over.
It's been going on far too long. We can't laugh it off.
Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys.
Well, not all boys, thankfully, will be bullies, but you'd almost think so after watching ads like that. And it used to be that only the fringiest of the fringe feminists believed that traditional family structures were inherently oppressive and dangerous. Of course, with men, head of the household in some cases, being the main culprits. But now the entire Democratic Party is captive to this anti-male outlook. If you were a young man who grew up pre-wokeness, if you were a member of an all-male club or fraternity, or if you played a sport, especially one like, I don't know, football or lacrosse, you're immediately suspect. It doesn't matter how well you lived your personal life or how much you achieved in your professional life. Your very existence is a threat to this new order. Now, we all just saw what the left did again, or tried to Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh.
People who live in Washington know what the culture was like in Georgetown Prep, at least then.
The memories they will be testifying to were memories recorded in the brains of drunk teenage boys.
He was drunk, allegedly, in every one of these incidents.
Frat boy culture is not literally on trial, nor is it illegal. And yes, there may be questions of candor. As you say.
I disagree. I think frat boy culture is on trial here.
But defaming Kavanaugh, of course, as a predator, that was just another way of claiming Trump as one, which Democrats think will help them with women voters. They think they can ride the Me Too wave right into the White House. But they have to think women are very, very stupid. If you're a male Democrat politician, you're forced to defer to the gender warriors and apologize for your sex.
I think we would look for somebody who is maybe not of the same gender that I am, and maybe somebody who might be a couple of years younger than me.
I will have a woman running mate. To me, it's really clear that we do that.
It would be very difficult not to select a woman with so many extraordinary women who are running right now.
Okay. Well, maybe a woman would be the best person to pick on the basis of merit. But since when did sexual organs alone become a qualification for high office? Stunning. Which led me to wonder, Can Princess Spitting Bull or Kamala Harris pick a male running mate? Or will that make them part of the patriarchy as well? Huh. MSNBC's Joy Reid took the anti-male narrative a step further, adding racial and religious elements to it.
And when you have a very determined minority, in this case, wealthy white men and wealthy white Christian men and Christian Americans who are of the fundamentalist variety, who are very clear that no matter what happens, if they have to pull the South Africa model to maintain power forever, they will do it. And they're not afraid of it, and they're increasingly open about it. And Donald Trump is merely the avatar for this.
They're increasingly open about it. I must have missed all of that. And by the way, I have to say this. When they attack our founders or kind of dismiss them, this is where they're going. The entire American experiment, they believe, was sinful and awful because it was started by conquest. White men with their traditional notions of work and morality subjugated women and other minorities. End of story. Nothing really good came after that. Thus, the thinking goes, it's the duty of all secular leftists to marginalize and hobble men who obstruct their vision of revolutionary change, political and otherwise. Now, think of where that leaves us as a society, this entire mindset, and as a country. With our men either neutered or perpetually in a defensive posture, dismissive, or angry and alienated. Now, that's toxic. If you prefer an America run by a bunch of gender-enlightened bullies, then by all means, vote Democrat. That's going to be fun. And that's The Angle.